Someone who's done over 40 million now in ecom. What are you at so far revenue wise?
52.
52 with that brand?
With the
one
brand. Yeah.
Sheesh. 52 million.
Yeah. So we've tested over 200 products.
200 products before this one.
I think the 202nd product was our winning product. I think it's the shift between being a dropshipper and being a marketer. Eventually, like dropshipping, you're just arbitraging value. But then like to get someone to consistently purchase your products for a premium, you have to be a good marketer. Dropshippers refer to stores as products, but like products die, problems don't. So it's like as long as you can solve a problem, you'll never run out of customers. I mean, I dropped out like junior year. My mom cried that day for a whole day. She thought like I was gonna end up like the rest of my family. For me to just give up on the American dream, like that's like fucking huge. But I made it work.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Commercive Podcast. Today, we got a very special guest, someone who's done over 40 million now in ecom. What are you at so far revenue wise?
52.
52 with that brand?
With the
one
brand.
brand.
Yeah.
Sheesh. 52 million.
Hmm.
And it's kind of like drop shipping brand, a little bit of a mix. How would you describe your brand without revealing too much?
Yeah, I mean we're revealing the brand come quarter one.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's the only way to grow, right? Like founder-led brands. Yeah. And then like it started drop shipping. It started like no inventory, low capital, all that stuff. And then we were like, all right, cool. Like, we want to turn it into a real brand. So I guess we had to like purchase some inventory, spend money on marketing, content, all that stuff. So it kind of evolved into this movement, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know you, Leo, give us the 1 minute intro.
Okay. So e-commerce entrepreneur, humble beginnings. I started just wanting to sell products online. So I started flipping like fake shoes on eBay, just trying to make my first few dollars online. And then that kind of evolved into the entrepreneurial spirit. And then I came across like YouTube, drop shipping, the good old days with Alex Becker and all that. And obviously the Lambos and stuff. And I was like, oh, dude, I want to do this. I joined a free training and that got me into the space. And then that's when everything kind of just started unfolding. I was like, oh, you can make money on Shopify. You don't need to.
How long ago was this?
This is 7.5 years ago.
Wow. So you're an unk.
Yeah, I'm like
in space now.
I'm like a grandpa.
So that's literally when I started too. That's crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Dan De Silva, Ty Lopez.
Yeah.
All the guys. Like no one knew who Alex Ramosi was back then.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sick.
But yeah.
How did you kind of just start taking off with it? Because most people start drop shipping like they just kind of dabble with it. $50 million in sales. Like, how did that happen?
I think it's the shift between being a dropshipper and being a marketer, right? Because like eventually, like in dropshipping, you're just arbitraging value between this product being sold for $15 to this product now being sold for $40, right? Like that's all you're really doing. But then like to get someone to consistently purchase your products for a premium, you have to be a good marketer. So it's like that shift into being a good marketer, offers, content creations, ads, like learning all these skill sets that compounded, and we doubled down on one product, and then everything kind of just started spiraling from there.
Wow. So before this product really took off, did you test a lot of products? How many products did you test? What were you doing different before that you changed? You're like, boom, let's rock it.
Yeah. So we've tested over 200 products.
200 products before this one.
Dude, we've tested over 200 products. So we have an Airtable with 201 product, and I think the 202nd product was our winning product.
Wow.
But back then, 2017, 2018, or even 2019, the times were so different. It was just like test so many products, see which one sticks, and then maybe build a brand. But nowadays, it's like you kind of have to stick with one product, really double down on the customer experience, build a brand, and actually do something like big to really succeed.
So I'm excited to just talk about all these things, right? On this pod, we hold nothing back. We have a motto is like, hold nothing back, allow them to scale, right? Kind of like the Alex Ramosi, give everything away for free.
It's fucking dope.
And we've had some incredible people on this pod. People have done 100K, $1 million days, right? Like big dogs. And we're excited to have you on here. So is it okay if we drop a ton of game today?
100%.
All right. Nothing.
Wouldn't want
back.
it any other way.
We're going to talk about everything because $53 million in sales with one brand, one product. you're obviously doing something different. You're doing something right. And I think that's really fascinating how you turned yourself into a marketer. So let's talk about what that actually means, right? Let's talk about the first steps, right? What did you do to really change your mindset of like, hey, I'm spam testing products to now building something where I can actually hit that longevity? What was like the mindset switch? How did you actually just take out the bad information and inject new information? What was that process looking like?
I mean, that's huge because there's a lot of misinformation online, right? And then I grew up with YouTube and podcasts and listening, honestly, to a lot of the wrong information until I started reaching out to brand owners like Josh Snow and, multi $100 million brand owners. That's when everything shifted because they refer to brands as like solving problems, and dropshippers refer to stores as products, but like products die, problems don't. So it's like as long as you can solve a problem and either it span a product line or it span on that problem itself, you'll never run out of customers. And it's like once I started doubling down on the problem I'm solving, well, what other problems are they going to have? What other solutions can I provide them? Maybe I can, sell them something else that they just absolutely need, right? Because one problem solved creates another problem to solve.
Interesting. What's the difference between someone who's tested the same exact product to your brand that you're running today?
What do you mean exactly?
What did you do different to really be able to scale your product? As I'm sure there's many other, probably thousands of dropshippers that may have tested the same product or something similar and they weren't successful. They didn't do $1 million in sales yet. They didn't do $50 million in sales. What did you do to set up the brand to be able to create that engine with the success you have today?
Yeah, I think it's just like most people, most people are caught up with selling to the same customers as other dropshipping stores. So I call this like selling to a blue ocean, which is like selecting an individual or a group of people that we sell to, right? Specific problems that they have, getting specific with our customers, getting specific with their problems, and then getting specific with even our offer. It's like if someone has joint pain, I'm going to bundle up products that are going to help them with their joint pain, right? It's like if I can understand the customer like to the deepest level, to what time they go to sleep, what time they wake up, and what type of coffee they like, I'm going to win.
How do you know that? How do you dive so deep to understand those pain points?
Research. So the easiest way is like the moment you launch ads, look at your Facebook comments, look at your Instagram comments. And then you can also do, we have chat now. You can do like Reddit search, you can do deep searches on chat and like really understand who you're selling to. And then the second thing I think is the most overpowered thing is like post-purchase surveys. So Grapevine post-purchase survey is like an app that we love. And every single day we'll look at the feedback. We'll look at what is our customer saying about our brand? What are the customers' true pain points? And how do they describe their circumstances? That's the most important part. Because like your customer might be a very different customer to me just because even though we're selling the same problem or we're solving the same problem, I might have a completely different customer because of the circumstances they're in. I might sell to a nurse while you might sell to, a veteran. Even though we're solving the same problem, it's just because I understand the circumstances that my customers are having.
Interesting. And then once you understand your customers' pain points, how does that allow you to make decisions inside your business to be able to scale? What are you doing?
You just give them what they want. That's it. So it's like, for example, the biggest problem that our product had was the noise. That was like the biggest problem. Everyone was complaining. They're like, hey, I love this product, but it's like, it's just too loud. Okay. We're like, okay, cool. Like, how do we make it quieter? We reached out to the suppliers like, hey, can we make this product quieter? Well, they did. 2 months. That's all it took. It just took a little bit of listening to their customers and a text message to their supplier. And then we're like, how can we make this product better? And then we released it. And we're like, hey, we made it quieter. We listened. We heard what you guys said. Here's the better product. And everyone loved it. Right.
Interesting. So really altering your product. And that's what you did to take it to the next level.
Not just the product, but the whole experience. The offer, the brand, the positioning, everything is aligned to the customer and who we're selling to. So it's like people could sell my product, people could sell the same exact thing, but it's like I'm selling to a very specific person. and I understand them to such a deep level that like you might see that and might think it's like, oh, I can sell the same thing, but it's like super surface level compared to our brand, right?
Wow. So really going the extra mile has helped you build a $50 million brand.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it back for a second. Going into the early days, I know a lot of brand owners, when they're scaling, doing crazy numbers, they kind of forget a lot of the like beginning stages. But let's bring it back for a second, right? To the person that either has a brand doing 100K a month and wants to scale to $1 million months, or the person who's at $1 million a month and wants to build something that can last years to come. I remember we were on a call, and I think you were at like 10 million, 5 to 10 million with the brand. Do you remember the call? It was like 3 years ago.
I don't.
Okay, I remember very well because you said something very interesting. This was when you just rebranded your whole brand. And you had like a basic product page right before that. You rebranded it based on another big brand's landing page. That was very interesting to me. You told me something that I'll never forget. And you said, Sam, we do something really simple. We'll just go look at the biggest brands in our niche or something to do similar with us. We'll see how they created their landing pages, their creatives. We'll write down all those things that are working for them that they've already tested, and we're just going to implement it for ourselves. So I want to talk about that a little further, because you rebranded, you created a whole product brand and like not like a basic theme or anything like that. You really took things to the next level. What was that process like? And how can someone take their basic dropshipping store and really, whether it's increase their conversions or increase their brand, increase their AOV, and all those things that you had to do to really scale? What was the process for you so people can replicate it for their own products?
Well, it's like the process of branding, right? And if we look at what branding is, it's just separation. It's like, how do we get to a point where it's so unique that someone recognizes our brand? Well, to do that, we have to be different. And that's it. It's like, what is everyone pushing and how can we be different? What is everyone's offer doing? How can we be different? And by different, I don't mean completely different. I could be like 1% better, and that could be different itself, But it's like, what does everyone's content look like? At the time, everyone had really basic content. So what we did is that we were like, oh, let's do content meetups. We got all our friends, Margarita, my business partner, and truly the reason I'm here.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. So she reached out to all her friends, all her girlfriends, and we got content. And we were basically the first brand with like UGC content for our personal product, for our product. And it's like, we were different. It's not like we did anything super unique. It's just like, if everyone else is trying at this, semi-pro league, like how can we take it to the pro leagues?
I hope you guys are enjoying this podcast episode. We're bringing the highest level of e-commerce value every single month. So definitely hit that subscribe button and check out our other podcast episodes. If you're looking for an e-commerce fulfillment partner that you can trust to ship to 65 plus countries worldwide and make sure that you have the best cost of goods, go to commercive.co for a completely free quote. We service over 1,000 e-commerce brands, taking care of all their sourcing, manufacturing, and fulfillment from China. So you don't have to worry about anything on the back end. Let us, the experts, actually handle for you. Go to commercive.co for a free quote. And with that, let's continue on with the episode. So let's talk practicality. What can someone do right now to take their brand to be different and their product they're running right now and be different so that no one can replace them?
First thing, understand who you're selling to. That's the most important part. That will tell you everything, right? How you can provide them more value with an offer, how you can talk to them better with content and messaging, and truly just going to give you an edge, right? So the first thing is definitely understand who you're selling to. The second thing is make more content than everyone else. Like most of the brands that were selling our product, they were making like 5 pieces of content or even 6 pieces of content per week. And I was like, we could do like 5 a day, right? And I was like,
What are you guys doing now?
We're doing 10 to 15, not that much.
A day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing quality.
Yeah. Okay. With the whole Andromeda thing, it's a little different now.
Different concepts.
Yeah, we have to go a little harder actually on the quality.
Interesting. Let's actually talk about that for a sec. What have you seen post update with Facebook?
It's all quality. I mean, obviously you know how the Andromeda thing works. It's like it deems videos in groups. So it's like, if we're going to make content, I'm not going to waste an editor's time and money on a very similar concept piece I'm going to make them make unique content pieces. So it's like, even if we have the same script, it's like, how can we say the words differently? How can we make the body, the visuals different? Because that is what's working. And like, obviously the quality of the content itself.
How often are you focusing on the same concept versus totally new concepts? Are you ever going to say like, hey, this concept's working, let's make a ton of them? Or you're like, post update, I don't really care about that anymore?
To be fair, we've had the same 4 concepts since we started the brand. So we still do them to this day. They're just more elevated. Mm-hmm. So, and I'll tell you one of them. It's like negative positives, right? It's like, oh, don't buy this. You know, this helped me see too much results or whatever. It's like, we've had that same concept since we started the brand. It just looks 10 times better today than it looked like a couple years ago.
That's so cool. How do you take a concept to the next level?
Formats that change the game. So it's like, if we're doing a podcast, negative positive, it's like, can we do it in a skit style? Mm-hmm. Can we do it in a car? Can we do it in a vlog? Can we do it, I don't know, in an apartment? Can we do it a voiceover? Like, it's just like different formats. You're still changing the concept. You're still giving it a new visual or a new appeal, but it's still the same concept.
Really interesting. And how do you locate these concepts?
Trial and error, just like testing new things. But to be frank, like, we don't test that many new concepts.
You're like, just kind of seeing what's already working.
Yeah. There's like 4 main things, and it's like, how can we make 100 iterations of that? Like, it's like, obviously they don't sound the same anymore, but it's like, if you look back at the roots, it's the same exact thing. Right.
Bomb button. Let's talk about landers, right? We all know landers is a big part in your secret sauce, is like the offers, right? Mm-hmm. Curating these really, really thought out offers, right? How does someone build an offer around their brand, their product, for something that can really maximize their AOV and conversion rate, and not just kind of like waste their time and, you know, testing every offer and throwing things at the wall? Or I think if you have an offer that people should try that's crushing for you,
it's just like looking at it as an AOV game sets you up for failure. So it's like, we look at it as an LTV game. And it's like, if we're going to build an offer, how do we build an offer that is going to allow us to sell them more products in the future? So it's like, yeah, we'll create an offer, maybe a subscribe and save. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, if they save money, but then we have them on the subscription where they come back month after month, our LTV is like 10 times compared to the competition. So I can spend 10 times more to acquire the customer. So it's like, yeah, you can look at it on an average order value thing, and that's cool if you're looking at it on a daily basis. But if you really want to build something that's worth a lot of money, it's like CAC, LTV. That's it.
And how long ago did you add that MRR?
We added that 1 year ago.
Yeah. So before that,
it changed the game.
Wow.
I recommend everyone, if they're not, I don't know who's not. I think a lot of people are not talking about subscriptions. I think they're like it's like a weird, it's like they're scared or like
about Black Hat or whatever.
No, it's like, dude, I mean, like, the biggest brands in the game are doing this, right?
Yeah.
You look at MyFab, you look at Textiles. I don't know if you've seen that company, the group.
No, I haven't.
It's like my biggest inspiration. So they own Fabletics. They own, I think it's like Shoe Dazzle. But it's like all these multi-million dollar brands.
Fabletics is crazy with their MR.
Yeah, and it's like, that's the name of the game. Yeah. Like, you got to get on it, and you could do it, and you could do it super well, and people can love your brand as long as you do it correctly, right? Subscribe and save, or even you only get these free gifts if you subscribe, right?
That's interesting. Who do you use for the MRR?
Skio.
Okay, cool. Because there's a lot of different MRR companies and payment providers.
You do subs right now?
No. We actually, a lot of our clients do. And it's very interesting to see how you can build something that can last for such a long time if you just do it right.
If you do it right, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Do you see a lot of people doing MRR the wrong way?
Yeah, but I don't focus on it.
Right.
It's like,
you're lasered.
There's an unethical way of doing things, and there's an ethical way of doing things. It's like, choose the game. I'm always going to choose the most legitimate game, right? Because I truly believe in karma, and
Yeah, that's true.
and the pendulum always swings the other way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, I know how important it is to have an LTV factor in your company, in your brand. And it's like, if you're not gaining subscribers, or if you're not gaining that massive LTV, you're going to lose, because you're going to have to acquire customers every single day. Right. Like, I'm like right now, I think we're at we just grew to like 150 in MRR. And that's completely like monthly passive income.
Yeah, it's insane.
And it's like
screw real estate.
Yeah.
Screw real estate. You got MRR. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's great. A lot of people don't talk about it.
It's insane.
I just made a YouTube video on it because it's like, dude, it's like so important.
Dude, how do people take products? Like, I think a lot of people are going to be wondering, oh no, my product can't do MRR. Like, it's just a one-time thing. People don't need it every month. Like, how do you craft your offer to make it that this can actually be consumed or used every single month?
It's not that the product has to be consumed every single month. It's just the brand itself has to have a MRR/continuity like offer. So, for example, clothing, you don't necessarily need new clothes every single month, but you subscribe to the membership that gives you a discount on the clothing items, right? Or let's say Peloton, one of the biggest brands that have subscriptions. You're not going to need a new Peloton bike, but you need new digital workouts. You need a new fitness coach, or you need some new guides or recipes or whatever. So you subscribe to the brand's MRR, not necessarily to the product. Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, my product doesn't run out. It's like, well, do people love your brand? Yeah. Can you make more products? Yeah. It's usually the answer. And it's like, all right, cool. Well, give them a massive discount if they sign up to join your membership. Right.
That's big. And it's kind of like a tech background a little bit sometimes, right? It's like MyFitnessPal or all these, I mean, even Fabletics, like what they've built is insane.
It's phenomenal. It's one of my biggest inspirations for sure.
They're crushing it. And they're the first ones to really, I think, really go huge with it publicly. And it's like straight to the offer. I mean, I remember Kevin Hart was pushing it really hard.
Yeah.
And are you ever using like big influencers at all? Or you're like, hey, I like the micro influencers. That's all we're sticking to. What have you seen on the UGC side?
Yeah, so we'll use big influencers. It just has to align with our audience. So we went into the celebrity territory. Last year, we did not have a lot of success with that. We failed a lot. We missed a lot of targets, and we spent a lot of money with influencers. Wow. But then we went and we realized we're like, our audience doesn't care about this celebrity using this product. They care more about this one influencer that has maybe 1 million followers, but they follow every single thing they do, their day in the lives, all that stuff. So it's like, why don't we just double down on that?
How do you know? How do you know if someone's just an influencer and doesn't have impact versus that person who's smaller but has a bigger impact? What do you look for?
You just ask the customers. Post-purchase surveys.
Who do you enjoy? Who do you follow? Who do you love? I love that.
That's it.
That's so cool. It's kind of reminding me of my first businesses. I used to like email these influencers. I used to start Shopify brands for them and these like merch companies like partner with them. So that's a free business for anyone watching. I love it. Sick. And then just to talk a little bit more about the ad side of things, right? Because we all know creative process is like by far probably the most important unless you see it a different way.
Yeah, no, creatives are pretty important.
What's the process for you that really stands out that allows you to scale and just create that system of flowing creatives?
Well, in the beginning, it was hard because we didn't have the pillars. We didn't understand the concepts that worked for us. But now it's just like a game of iteration. I think in the beginning, it was just more like do more research and look at the brands that are similar like to our brand, and then see what pillars they have and see if we can like replicate. I think a lot of people look in the ads library and they start looking for ad specific instead of looking at the ad library entirely and look at the concepts that they're pushing, right? It's like if you start watching like 10 or 20 videos, you're going to be like, oh, they keep doing this this dupe concept. Maybe that's like one of their top pillars. Let me see if I can do that one, right? And that's how we started learning the concepts.
Then from there, you're sending that off to the UGC with all the scripts, or you're letting them do the thing?
Yeah, so I think we it's like a flywheel. So content acquisition comes in. So this is a bucket from influencers, UGCs, content creators, and even meetups. So those 4, and then they go into an Air, so it's like a Google Drive.
Yeah.
And then every single day, the editors would pick the new content first, and they'll go and like make their edits. Right.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Really cool system.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of worked.
It's simple. I don't overcomplicate it. I've looked into the tools. I've looked into motion and all that. So they're really cool.
Overcomplicating it.
It's just like content in, content out. How can we get good content? And then a strategist kind of like strategizes the content pieces.
Yeah. I want to move into your relationship with your business partner, which is incredible, super cool seeing your journey. First of all, for those who don't know, you run your e-com brand with your business partner, which is also your girlfriend, right?
Correct. Yeah.
How in the world did that happen? What's the story there?
Man, I'm a lucky man.
Incredible.
Yeah. So we met in high school. We didn't kick it off till like college though, and then we kind of like linked up for like marketing and like let's talk about like Shopify and all that stuff. And then I was already drop shipping and sort of getting my first few sales, few $1,000 days or whatever. And she started a store behind my back. And she didn't tell me because she didn't want to like be like trying to like leech off me or like learn from me or whatever. She just wanted to just do it just because she was ambitious herself. She just wanted to grow. And I learned it. And I was like, oh, wait, what are you doing back there? Like, she's running a store and she's like, no, I want to do it. I just didn't want to like tell you all that. And, a few months go by and I'm like, I convinced her. I'm like, yo, let's do this together. And then when we got together, we aligned forces. That's when everything blew up. Like everything. Like we found our first winning product, which was the 9-in-1 push-up board. And we made $70,000 that month. And things changed. Things were not the same.
Were you together as a couple already then?
Correct. Okay. Yeah.
How like you guys were just like, okay, like we like each other, boom.
Yeah, it was
let's be business partners, let's travel.
Yeah, it was interesting because like we were dating in the dating stage and then it quickly transitioned into the marriage stage. Like that's what I would describe it because she knew my finances, she knew my she knew my taxes. It was crazy. So it was a good time though. It was a great it was a good upbringing.
And now you guys force each other to travel. I know you guys have a few things, a few couple rules. You want to share some of them?
Yeah, for sure. So I got to get a haircut every 4 days. We have to travel once a month or even sometimes twice a month. She has to be like consistently investing in her education. And so do I. And yeah, we just have to work out and literally just do better. Like every single month, if we're not doing better, then one of us is going to be like, hey, like you're kind of slacking off on the fitness or you're slacking off on finances and health. Let's figure it out, So we have a great relationship.
That's crazy. The haircut rule though.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
Look, I'm on 5 days. You can tell, right?
I love it. Got crisp cameras, so of course you can tell.
Yeah.
I love it. Sick. And how has that, like, did you ever had a point, not even your relationship, but in your business where you're like, is this going to work out? Because I feel like every entrepreneur has a point where they're not even sure, like, if what tomorrow holds. Like something happens in the brand or whatever, and you're like, yo, like this is a big hit. Like, what do we do? And then how do you fix that? Do you have a moment like that? Maybe it was in your entire entrepreneurship journey where you had that, where you're not sure if it's going to work out. And you figured it out.
Yeah, a lot. Many. I mean, tough times make a better couple, right? So it's like, if we can get through this, then we can get through anything. That's how I saw it. And it's like, if we're at rock bottom for the 3rd time and I'm losing my mind and I'm like, I've pretty much thrown in the towel, like at this point. And I'm like, this isn't going to work. But she grabs me and she's like, we're going to figure this shit out. Then if we figure that shit out, then it's going to work out. And it did every single time.
And does that help you get through those pitfalls in your business as well?
Yeah, I think it's just this level of commitment that we have to each other of growth, right? So it's like we've always understood that we wanted to be better ourselves, and it's even better together. So yeah, just the commitment.
Wow.
What about yourself?
Dude, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I got a kid now that's like turning 2 years old, January 1st. He has a sick birthday.
Congrats.
But yeah, I feel like having a kid really changed it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that?
I'll let you find out.
Oh,
I'll let you find out. But it really, I think it gives a lot of structure, and it's like your motivation changes. Because I don't know if it was for you, but when you hit a certain number, what was the number that you're like, I'm good?
I don't
Maybe
feel
$1
good
million,
right now.
2 million, 5 million. Really, you don't feel good yet?
No.
Cool.
No.
But
Genuinely.
Interesting. What is the number for you where you're like, I'm gonna just retire at this number, or like, screw retirement and work till whenever?
Man, I love this shit. Like I really do. And I know that sounds corny, but it's like I don't do this shit for free.
Yeah.
So it's like, even with the money and the success we've had, which quite frankly I think it's very small compared to most people, I'll do this shit for free because I just genuinely love this shit.
Did you always love it?
Always.
From day one?
Yeah. I just wanted to make money online.
How do you enjoy it when it isn't working out?
There's beauty in pain, right? So there's such a beautiful concept. It's like the polar opposites. It's like, to enjoy things to the utmost level, you must be at the darkest times. So it's like, if you can endure these polar opposites of like really low states and really low times, then you're going to be able to enjoy those highs even more, right? It's like understanding that, I think, really changed everything.
I got a book for you. I got to give you. Do you ever read The Messy Middle?
No.
Okay. I'm going to get you this book because you are going to love it. It talks about exactly what you just said, is that every entrepreneurship's journeys looks the same. You start the business, then you're like, dang, this sucks. Then it's like, oh, I got a sale. And then it's like, okay, I got no sales for the next week. And you're like, boom, I hit my $100 a day, and just kind of like going up. Before you know it, you're, 10K a day, 50K a day, 100K a day. Because I don't think that you would have thought you'd be here today saying I did $50 million with my e-commerce business. You just kind of took it one. I mean, maybe you did. Maybe you're like, I'm going to start something, become a billionaire.
Yeah.
No, you were that type of
guy.
guy.
I am. I
love that.
Yeah. To be frank, yeah.
What's next for you, bro? What do you see yourself? I know some people make the longer term goals. Some kind of just take it day by day. But where do you see yourself going?
Yeah, just building brands. So obviously I love this e-commerce thing. So we just launched the e-learning company, Elite Ecom, and that's got me to see, like, shadow in like smaller brands and see what they're doing and like the difficulties they're running into, and see if we can partner up with them. So yeah, like, just build more brands and scale that up.
That's really awesome. You're really like, it's kind of like an Alex Hormozy, like, because he helps people learn how to start and scale, and then he just kind of partners with them, which is having a huge opportunity for the e-commerce world. We see a lot of people doing it now because you have the knowledge and you have the systems. So injecting it into the businesses to scale is a great idea.
Yeah. I think people need it too. It's like the impact, I love seeing people win, like, genuinely.
Yeah.
Like this morning I woke up and there was a 16-year-old kid. He made $96,000. 16. In, like, I don't know, Spain or something.
Crazy.
And I was like that, like, those results in my community, I'm like, damn, like, that shit, like, I don't know, it makes me feel so good. He did more than me.
Yeah.
He did more than me. And I'm like, dude, I made it. Genuinely. That's how I feel.
We're sitting here on Cyber Monday and Black Friday, record days for all e-commerce sellers, right? It's insane. It's truly insane. We run this fulfillment company. We see the back end, just record days across the board, no matter where you live, no matter what age. Like you said, 16-year-old kid, 90K. Like, we're living in a dream.
It's insane.
And I think that if people realize the opportunity, they would go so much harder. Because sometimes we look back at the days of e-com in 2017. We're like, if we knew what we knew now, we'd be able to do like $1 million days like nothing back then.
Totally agree.
But it's also changed because we have a lot of tools today. Is there any, maybe you can give a top 5 list or tools that you're using that you really find helpful that other people, that you want other people to check out because it's actually helping your brand?
Yeah. Top one would definitely be Poppy AI. So for creative like strategists, it's a great tool. We'll plug in our high performing TikToks, high performing ads, all that stuff, and it'll tell us, it'll, actually conceptualize, like it'd be like, oh, okay, like these are the frameworks, these are the pillars for your brand's network. So Poppy AI. The second one would probably be Manus. Manus is really good.
What does that do?
It's like a chat GPT, but it's credit based. So chat GPT, if you upload a document, it like scans and skims the document because it doesn't want to use up a lot of credits since it's available for the public. But Manus is credit based. So you force it to read every single line. You force it to read every single word. And if you're uploading Excel sheets and things like that, like it's so good because it's like, if you want to know more about your customers and you do a post-purchase survey, upload it to Manus and ask it questions. And it's like, it's a chat GPT like on steroids.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other apps, tools?
Shopify AI. Shopify AI is so underrated.
Really?
Yeah. Like the other day, our head of product was using it to build like an offer on Shopify.
Really?
Like you can use the Shopify little sidekick thing on Shopify, and like you could build an offer, like code it and everything.
Code it.
Have you used it?
No.
It's insanity. It's like,
is that what you guys are using for the offers, or you're testing it out?
We're testing it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you using for like the bundle offers and all that?
Coding.
Coding. Okay.
Yeah.
All
coding.
coded.
Yeah, but honestly, we were probably gonna use Shopify AI.
Insane.
It codes it for you, as long as you can give it enough instructions. Like it's gonna code it pretty well.
I don't think enough people know about this. Really cool.
Yeah, and the Shopify AI will also like make your product pages, product descriptions. It'll generate images for your product. Like if you upload like a transparent product background, and like you can just upload.
Have you heard of Click Build AI?
No.
New Shopify AI store builder.
Click. What is it called?
It's a new one. Click Build AI.
Mm-mm.
It's this new AI store builder. It's like it's actually cracked. Like most of these store builders are like, you know, it doesn't really do a great job. It's UGC creatives. It's like just people holding the product. And it's pretty crazy. Cool. What are you using for post-purchase upsells?
Post-purchase upsells. Yeah, I forget, to be honest. I think it's
after sell.
It's probably after sell. Is it the one by
Roke? Yeah, Roke T or something like that. How much percent email marketing?
I don't know.
Not your department, right?
No.
What do you deal with? And what is what's your role in the company? What do you do on a day-to-day basis?
Honestly, look at the P&L.
You're really number driven.
Yeah.
Okay.
P&L, lifetimely, and then just make decisions on product, make decisions on offer and content. But like, like a lot of people say, they're like, oh yeah, like I've been able to step out. But this year, I can truly say I truly have stepped out of the business. Like I probably like do 2 calls a week with my team, and that's just like the C-suite, and then everything else is pretty much taken care of. So
insane.
Yeah, like I'm more impressed at the time that I spend working on the brand.
Yeah.
And like the return than the actual like profit.
Was it hard to find the people to put into place?
Yeah.
Was like just going Upwork, find whatever, like bunch of people. Like what was the process there? Because most people are just like sitting in the trenches doing everything themselves. Obviously, everyone has their own strategy. Sometimes like I know brand owners doing $1 million a month just like them and an editor, you know?
I know. I personally know a bunch of people like that.
Sometimes that works.
Yeah.
For you want to go a little bit different, which is cool too.
I personally believe you're gonna burn out. Like you cannot do that. Like I don't think you can make like 15 creatives per day every single day for like 12 months out of the year. Like that's just not a scalable system, right? So like you have to buy your time back. And it's like, yeah, in the beginning I was doing everything. Like I was running the ads, I was making the creatives. At one point for 6 months straight, we made 10 TikToks per day. Margarita and I, my business partner. And it's like, we had to do it to understand the fundamentals, but then after, pass it off to someone that can do it the same, if not better, right? And it's like, everyone says it, it's not an easy thing to do. It's probably the hardest thing to do, acquiring talent, like high-level talent.
Yeah. How did you do it?
The biggest cheat code to acquiring talent would be my personal brand. Yeah. So people just want to be involved, right? It's like they'll see us in a podcast, they'll see us talking about like high level stuff, and they'll be like, damn, like I want to be part of that guy's brand. I want to be part of that movement. Same thing with, you, like they'll see your stuff and it's just like personal brand is a cheat code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly is. Yeah. Personal brand really takes things to the next level. It's also became like a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that? It's like you got to focus on it in order to make it something.
100%.
And that's why I personally kind of went ghost recently.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Even
After 7 years, I know.
What?
I know, man. It's just a different game. It's always been my goal to be able to run a business without like on Instagram.
Were you still posting?
I still post, but I have this battle between myself. Like every other day I'm deleting Instagram. And it's like slowly. It's kind of like quitting smoking, bro. It's so hard. Like anyone try it. Go like try to delete your Instagram for more than a day. If you go on it every day.
Like I need the hit.
And you need it. It's like dopamine. It's crazy. But it's work in progress. Soon you guys will see my retirement. But I still need a personal brand to connect with incredible individuals like yourself. We're having this huge. Did I tell you about the boat event coming up? Okay. I don't know why I didn't give you an invite. We haven't publicly said it yet. Okay. But we're doing this big boat event January. Top 200 ecom brand owners. All present. It's gonna be really, really sick. Just can like celebrate a crazy Q4. I think this Q4 was crazy for everyone.
Insane.
Last year we had 100 people. This year we're gonna go double as big. Huge boat in Miami. It's right in your alley. We'll get some wine tasting, fireworks. We'll do maybe poker night. It'll be fun. It's hard to find good events with high level people without too many service providers. You agree?
Yeah. What do you mean, like like ads? I guess
like you go to like sometimes like affiliate world and stuff like that. They're doing an incredible job, but like most people there are not ecom brand owners, and I feel like networking is so underrated in the ecom world. Well, people know. Sometimes people learn from YouTube. Sometimes it's like we're talking, we're like, "Yo, did you try this?" Like, no, what is that? Oh, like, it's killing it for me. Then you have like one thing that just changes your business.
Yeah.
Do you network a lot, or you're like just in your lane doing your thing?
No, I don't. I'm really closed off, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just, to be frank, I'm a really giving person and I like to give. But I realize that it's probably not the best approach sometimes,
Why is that?
Because
people take advantage of it?
People take advantage.
Yeah. Are you talking about family?
I'm talking about everyone.
Okay.
Right.
How is it with your family since like you've gotten like in their world very successful? Like has that been like a really cool experience, or like I've had a little bit of?
I mean, it was interesting. I mean, like obviously I come from like a humble background, so we like we didn't have any financial literacy. We didn't have anything. Just me being honest. Like we didn't understand like credit or any of that. So for me to build a business, first of all, that was like a big red flag. Because like in my family, my Dominican family, they were all like college or sports. Interesting. Those are the only two ways to get
I never
rich.
heard the sports part.
No?
Yeah, I never heard. That's really cool. So it was college or sports. That's what's accepted.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the Dominican thing.
Yeah. It's most, it's most of the time it's like just college. Cool. So it's college or sports. And then when you did it, did they think you're crazy or like, what are you doing? You're disgraced. What was?
Yeah. I mean, I dropped out like junior year. My mom cried that day for a whole day. And, I couldn't go home. I was living on campus and I couldn't go home to her because she was so disappointed. She thought like I was going to end up like the rest of my family, that we're just going to get a regular job, do this and all that. And to be frank, like I understand her, right? Because my mom sacrificed a lot to get here. So it's like for me to just give up on the American dream, like that's like fucking huge. But I made it work. It wasn't instant, but I made it work.
Wow. When you dropped out, was that like your like go time? Like you can't go back now, so you got to make this work.
Intense. It was intense. It was probably the most intense like period of my life.
Are you happy you did it?
100%. Yeah.
Do you think that if you continued a college route and you had a business as well, you wouldn't like be this successful in the game?
No, definitely no. No, because you need focus. No, and it's just like I always believe it's like, if you're gonna listen to anyone, you might as well like listen to someone that has your ideal life, right? And like it's like lifestyle, the way they live, the way they spend time with their kids and all that. And it's like, my professors at university weren't living this awesome life. Like, they weren't on a, no offense, mega yacht in Miami. They weren't on, Lambos and stuff like that. And it's like, that might sound like super lifestyle, but it's true. I wanted the nice life and they didn't have that. So why would I listen to them on how I should live my life? And I never understood that. And that's when I was like, it doesn't make sense. Let me just listen to someone that actually has my life, my ideal life, and follow their path.
That makes so much sense. And it's the same thing in the gym. You go to the gym, you're not going to listen to the guy out of shape. You're going to listen to the guy who's jacked.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's like this weird thing when, you start talking about finances, right? But it's like, dude, there's rich people. Like, go listen to them. Like,
Yeah.
There's rich people everywhere, especially in New York.
Yeah, no, New York's crazy. You walk around, you're like standing next to a guy who owns the building behind you, worth 100 mil, 500 mil. Yeah, it truly is. New York money is just different.
So different.
You'll never know.
I love it though.
Yeah,
I love it. I feel the money.
Yeah, you feel it for sure. You walk through the streets and you're like, I'm small.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No matter how big you are, you're small in New York.
Mm-hmm. Or just walking around Wall Street is insane.
Yeah, I mean, Miami, people enjoy their money.
Mm-hmm.
I will say New Yorkers don't really know how to enjoy it too well.
Mm-hmm.
We go to other places to vacation. Miami, like they'll buy the yacht, they'll enjoy, they'll do all that. But New York hustle is different.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it here too.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Do you come here like I saw you posted something like you just come here to get in the holiday spirit?
That's it.
That's
literally
amazing.
Enjoy the shopping.
Yeah.
They got the stores.
Listen, if any big brand owners come to New York, hit us up. We'll bring you on the pod. Minimum 100 million rev. I love it. Sick. Guys, hope you enjoyed the pod. This was incredible. If you guys are looking for the right fulfillment company for your e-commerce business, go to commercive.co for a free quote. Fulfillment is really important. I think that you would not be able to scale if you didn't have the right resources, right partners, right supplier. And we're excited. We're excited to keep helping people scale. That's why we created this pod, to help people scale.
Let's go.
To take care of your back end. So we only make money if you scale.
Let's go.
That's what it's
done
about.
A phenomenal job, to be honest.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's 5 years in the making. We just purchased a new warehouse, size of the block. It's huge. We have 3 warehouses now in China, all in China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we come from the e-com background, so we understand our customers really well.
Yeah.
Which has allowed us to do very well in this space. So that's my full-time thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's what it is.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. And I always said if it gets big enough, I'll just drop everything else. I exited a brand this past year.
It's awesome.
And that was my pause so far in the brand world.
Yeah.
And like you said, when you focus on something, you can really achieve big things. After watching the movie, how they created Apple, I forgot what it was called, but the dude was dialed in. What was the old CEO of Apple?
Steve
Jobs.
Yeah.
You should watch the movie. Insane how dialed dude was.
What's the movie called?
I'm gonna pop it up. Pop it up on the screen. But Leo, this is awesome. We're gonna go hit maybe some dinner.
Some dinner.
Yeah. If you want.
Let's run it.
We'll run it and we'll have some good times in New York, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Appreciate
Peace. This is awesome.
Let's go.